All right, welcome to another edition of They Call Us Villains. I'm joined today by the big boss mailman and DG. What's going on, fellas?
Yo.
Let's talk
It's
about
Friday.
a little. What was that?
It's Friday. It's my
Friday.
long weekend. The guys who I was supposed to drink with ranked it.
Rankers.
Ranked it. So yeah.
We'll drink with you here right now.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Salud.
Salute.
That's good. That's good stuff. Friday night, a little beer. What more could you ask for? Well, I know what you could ask for, but let's not say. Let's keep it PG.
Keep it
13.
PG. Yeah, we gotta keep it PG. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about what's his name? The new coach, right? The new potential coach for the LA Lakers.
No, he's already hired. He's not even a potential.
They already hired him?
They hired him.
What do you think about that?
The 4-year contract. It's at least 2 years with LeBron, and 2 years after that, he'll probably get fired. So that's how I see it.
He just stopped playing.
I don't know the figure. What they didn't offer him Dan Hurley money, $70 million. I think they offered him something less because they're still technically paying Darvin Ham. So I mean, now it's hey, well, LeBron, here's your coach. He's your boy. Let's go. I mean, get on with it. Like, see what you're gonna do. That's pretty much what it is.
What do you think, DG? JJ Reddick.
Man, look, it's. I was telling Alvaro, it's putting a Band-Aid on a shotgun wound. You know,
Yeah.
The Lakers are bleeding from different aspects. You know, and I don't think this was the best decision, but it doesn't surprise me. You know, I think once LeBron leaves, you know, I wish we had some younger assets, you know, but yeah, getting this coach, I don't think it was the best move, but you know what? Hey, prove me wrong. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I wish we would have gone like somebody a little bit more seasoned. You know, it's an experiment.
It's a little crazy, yeah.
Yeah. So
first time coach, you get the LA Lakers.
Yeah, man. Talk about no pressure, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, like let's be real. It's LeBron coaching that team, so you know, all he has to do is just be like, hey, you know, what's the play? Okay, cool. We're gonna listen to LeBron. That's what we're doing, you know. So yeah, man, I don't like it, but it is what it is.
Who do you guys think they're gonna surround him with? Obviously, they got to get some guys.
Yeah, he's gonna
hire. At
least they're giving him a chance to hire his own staff, so that's good for him. We'll put less pressure on him. Might probably get seasoned assistant coaches or gonna help him out with at least with when it comes down to like how LeBron was last year when he got in Darvin Ham's face over a challenge. They're gonna be there. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna have an assistant there to be like, hey, like challenge this play. I mean, besides the video guys, the video assistants or whatever their title is. But he's picking his own staff. It's pretty good. Talking about picking staffs, I mean, look at Jeff Van Gundy going to be the top assistant for the Clippers. That was a nice move. Talk about experience. Jeff Van Gundy had some really good years in the East with the Knicks, and was really intelligent in the booth when he's with ESPN. It's too bad they let him go. I mean, the theory was that they let him go because he was too hard on the refs. And supposedly Adam Silver didn't like that, but yet again, he still got a job with the Clippers. So it's who knows why he got left by ESPN. He got left right along with Mark Jackson. So it's interesting to see. Top assistant, I like that. It fits him perfect because he's a head coach, but I think he knows that the job is really it's a good job to take. To be right there with Tyronn Lue and controlling the ship, and I think the Clippers are gonna make some moves this year. That's what I think.
Yeah, no, great point, Brian. I mean, season. I mean, he's seen it all, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can't ask for a better assistant coach, you know, to be there to ride the storms with you. You know, you know what? I'll give it to the Clippers. You know, they're definitely setting up a coaching wise. They got some good pieces. They just got to turn that page, you know. And you know what? Getting into that new arena, hopefully gets you know, start winning, you know, in the postseason. they'll make their own noise. You know, they need to make their own path. You know, being under the Lakers in the same, it was never a good idea.
Never.
You know, yeah. So yeah, I think getting Jeff Van Gundy as their assistant was that was on point. Yeah, that was definitely on point.
So one of the guys that is being floated around is Scott Brooks from the Wizards and Oklahoma City. What do you guys think about that?
I like it. I mean, for him to become an assistant, I would have rather have him as the head coach, but for him to become a top assistant for the Lakers, that's actually a pretty good move. He's a very good coach. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That would be key. I think just having like we've been saying, just having somebody there who could like hey, you know what, like let's do this, or like, oh hey, but I did also see Sam Cassell, Jared Dudley, and even Rajon Rondo, and I was like, oh man, that's just gonna be like such a big experiment right there, you know. So
yeah.
I mean,
he's also trying to go for a head coaching job, though. I think he's going to land a head coaching job, either Cleveland or I forgot what the other vacancy was.
Who was that, Brian?
I'm wondering, Sam Cassell. I'm pretty sure he's going for a head coaching job. He got interviewed by the Lakers as well, but I think he's going to end up in Cleveland or Detroit. Detroit just opened up their coaching bid as well because he let go of Monty Williams.
Monty Williams, yeah.
You know what? They're paying him too.
Yeah, Sam Cassell, I mean, great player. You know, I think players respect him, and he's got that like that energy to like be like, hey, you know what, like let's roll with this way. But yeah, I mean, all the Lakers just need to get somebody seasoned. That's key for sure.
Do you think they can get Dudley away from the Mavericks and the success they've been having?
Oh man, I don't think Cuban would let go of him right now. I think he wants to keep the pieces they have together. You know, like at least for another 2 years. You know, so I don't see him moving. But hey, you know what? Who knows? Money talks. Things change from one minute to the other. So yeah, we'll see.
Now, one of the rumors was that that they were going to pay more attention to what Anthony Davis wanted over LeBron. Do you guys think that's true?
I mean, obviously, it's not true because they hired Reddick over who they wanted, Borrego. AD wanted Borrego out of New Orleans, so they obviously they interviewed Borrego, but he didn't land the job, so they ended up going for Hurley. Hurley didn't want it, and they ended up eventually with JJ Reddick now, and yeah, it's obviously what LeBron wants, and LeBron got what he wants, and it's awkward, but you just never know. I mean, we're gonna see if an experiment, like DG said, he could have put it better. It's definitely an experiment because you're gonna have to see who are they gonna move, or are they gonna acquire another piece? I mean, they don't have a lot of money either, so and then they're gonna draft LeBron's son. It's just it's interesting. It's just
the Lakers have LeBron's son right now.
They're gonna draft them.
No,
they're gonna draft them.
Wow,
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
And,
Brian,
you know what happens?
You don't. Sorry, Brian. You don't think a team will pick him up just to use it as like a bargaining point to bring LeBron for?
That's really the $1 million question. That's been the question that's been floating around ever since he went into the draft. So you just never know. But if they don't, then the Lakers, and he's right there for the Lakers. The Lakers move up and get him. I mean, it's pretty much right. This book is writing itself.
Yeah.
What team do you see DG interested in LeBron that they would want to do something like that?
Man, well, I mean, any of these lower tier teams, you know, who could just, you know, pick them
get
up.
Some eyeballs.
You know, get LeBron in for a year. You know, just get bodies on those seats, sell some tickets, be on national TV if possible. So I mean, I don't know. The Wizards. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
The Rockets.
And the Rockets are gonna be good next year, though, mind you.
Yeah,
they're a sharp team. They were a sharp team this year.
Yeah, you know the thing is that they have young pieces.
Young pieces.
With Jalen Green and man, what a great player he's turning out to be. Hopefully,
nice.
Yeah, so
they gave him the bag, but he's proven it.
Hey, as long as he doesn't get hurt or does something stupid off court that gets him in some type of trouble, he'll be fine. But yeah, I mean, I think any team that hasn't made the playoffs in a long time and picks up Bronny, hey, you know what? Yeah, it's a gamble, but it could pay off for sure.
It's a gamble too because he only worked out for two teams. He only worked out for the Lakers and the Suns.
True.
So I mean, it's a possibility that if he gets drafted by another team, he might not show up. I don't know what the ramifications will be if he does that.
That's right. Yeah.
So if he holds out, then what does that mean, or how does it work, or does the Lakers get a chance to sign him as a undrafted free agent? So it's something that we have to wait and see.
Yeah, no, definitely. Honestly, I feel the Lakers are going to draft them, but man, they're just wasting a pick. Like just a Lomento, let's just get them. Hey, granted, I don't think there's much any like oh my god, they should really get this one player, but I guess it's to make the king happy, So I think as long as LeBron's here, they're gonna try to
How much longer do you see LeBron here?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah. The dude's 40, right?
40.
Yeah. So I mean,
yeah.
And then
at least if he stays healthy, at least another 2 years. So it all depends on how much load management he does this year, obviously, and see where the team goes. And if the Lakers are contenders, then they're going to need LeBron out there. I mean,
yes,
he's the superstar. He's the guy pulling the strings. He's been pulling the strings since he got here. So
yeah, I mean, man, the guy given his age, like the guy still puts up these pretty solid numbers,
And he does, yeah, totally.
Yeah,
totally.
Granted, it's a different NBA from like back in the day, but yeah, I mean, he still puts up his numbers. But Father Time is undefeated, so.
So once he leaves, then Anthony is going to be Anthony Davis's team.
That's what the notion is. I mean, that's what the notion's been. That he's going to pass the baton on to AD, but AD he's not a number one, so he's still going to need somebody else to come and complement him. He's not going to be able to carry the team by himself.
Yeah, you know what? This plan the Lakers had should have been executed like 2 years ago. Like do the handoff. I thought that's what they were going to do. Like, hey, LeBron, hey, I'm going to take it easy. Give it to AD. But for whatever reason, it hasn't happened. And I mean, until LeBron leaves, that's when it's going to happen,
Definitely.
And when he leaves, he's retiring, or he's going to go play for another team?
No, it's doubtful. He's retiring. He's retiring. No, it's doubtful. He's not going back to Cleveland. Miami, I don't think Miami wants him back. I don't see another team that he really wants to go to. I mean, he's got his brand out here in LA. Like I said before, I mean, there's a possibility of him going to the Clippers, Tyronn Lue's there, but now with this whole JJ Redick thing, it's like, well, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's accomplished so much, in the NBA. I don't see him like just fading, playing for like I don't know the Wizards, like he's. Just retire and call it a day. Hang it up.
Yeah, like when Jordan retired, did he play like a year later? He retired and then he came back like a year later, and then played like 5 more years. No,
I don't remember how many years he played after his first retirement, but like, yeah, he it was like, dude, just stop.
Yeah, it went on longer than it needed to, right? Yeah.
And Jordan was a different player too. Jordan was more of a cigar, whiskey, play golf type of guy. LeBron, I give it to LeBron. He's all business. He's always been basketball comes first, and he puts his body through so much, and he has that mentality where basketball comes first. Obviously. Yeah,
I don't think he has the star power that he did before. I don't see why he's like the face of the Lakers.
DG, I think you can answer. I mean, as a Laker fan,
Yeah.
go ahead. I'll give you the floor for this one.
Wait, Commissioner, you said that KD's not the face of the Lakers?
No, LeBron. I feel like LeBron doesn't have the star power, and I don't understand why the Lakers put him as the head of the Lakers, like the face of the Lakers. Maybe when he first came over, he did, but I don't really see that anymore. I feel like the league has moved on from LeBron already.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think when they got him, he was still like already like kind of he was the face, obviously. You know, he's been the face of the NBA for many years, but I think they the NBA's gotten younger. You know, there's some fresh new faces out there. You know, and I don't know why the Lakers they still have him. You know, that I think they should have gone younger, but granted, like I said, you know, he still puts up solid numbers. But having a young star in LA, oh man, that would be great. You know, a young, just a Luka Doncic, oh man, like that would a John Morant, like just these exciting young players. You know, I know they're trying to get the guy from Atlanta, Trae Young, I believe. You know, young guy, exciting player. But I mean, we gotta turn the page on. Yeah. You know, it's time. You know, it's like, come on, bro, like.
Yeah, if they could get Doncic, I feel like it would bring back that old school Laker vibe, that energy they used to have, and you know what I mean. They were like that was the team here.
Yeah, I mean Doncic he's granted they lost against Boston 4-1, but man, Doncic is still he's pretty much the most exciting player in the NBA right now. So having a player like that, the Mavericks are in a good shape, good position. I mean, they got to make some moves too. I think Kyrie Irving, he's not going to be there next year. That's just my hunch. But we'll see. I mean, it's free agency's already wide open, and I know that Giddey went. They traded Giddey to the Bulls, and Caruso is Oklahoma City Thunder now. That was a nice move. I was like so jealous because I would love Caruso as a Clipper, but I'm just surprised it was like a 1-for-1 swap if I'm not mistaken. I didn't really look into the details too much. But man, Giddey was a nice player. He struggled in the playoffs, granted, but he was nice. He's a nice young piece. But Caruso, man, that guy can ball.
Yeah.
Part of that Lakers bubble. I
call it
bubble team.
That's right.
The double bubble.
But even he brought. I remember he brought a little excitement back to the Lakers.
And even LeBron didn't want to let him go, but he wanted to get paid, and Chicago gave him the best. So I mean,
you can't blame him.
It was at the point where you couldn't pay everybody. You're paying AD. You're paying LeBron. I mean, he was the third guy. He was like, well, you know, and then we got Austin Reeves coming up. So I mean, Austin Reeves kind of like took over that role. But he's not Caruso though. He's not Caruso.
Yeah, like you could tell the you know, Caruso's let's just say he's a level 1 player. You know,
and he plays defense.
And you know, just right below is this other kid, you know, and it's like, yeah, no, Caruso was a stud, man. He balled out. His defense, he was edgy, you know, and he was willing to get in. He was willing to get in people's faces like that. So, and he still does it, and he's clutch. So, yeah. So I mean, that's a good pickup for OKC because you know what, in the playoffs they made some noise, you know, even though granted they're young team, they were inexperienced. Hey, you know what? You got somebody a little bit more seasoned, still young. And I think that was a real good move by OKC.
Really nice move.
Yeah.
One last Laker question, then we'll move on. Do you think AD can bring that energy to the fan base once he takes over?
Yeah, go ahead, DG.
Sorry. Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I'll go ahead. I'll say yes. Yeah. You know what? The thing about the Lakers is, as soon as you start winning, everybody's happy. You know, everybody's happy. So
we're still spoiled. Yeah.
We really are.
Yeah, former Laker fan. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the best formula right there. You know, just start winning. So, you know,
like Al Davis, just win, baby.
There you go. There you go.
It's funny how you say that, Commish, because they're practically the Raiders of the NBA right now. They're living on nostalgia. Just win, baby, and we're gonna win every year. And it's, no, you're not winning. You're not going anywhere.
We're not going anywhere.
Just keep crashing into the same wall.
Yeah. You know what?
Business.
I'll give it to the Celtics because you know what these pieces the players they have right now, they've had them for a couple of years now, and they've been growing them, and you know what, they made it. Granted, it's the East, it's not as competitive, blah blah blah, but you know what, they stuck to their guns and they've kept these pieces, and now you're seeing the fruit of their labor, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's what the Lakers should do, but. You know what? The Lakers have always been known to just pick up a star, bring them in, and start winning immediately. They don't have a farming system per se. So, but I'll give it to the Celtics for you know what they set out to plan, and look at them, they got that chip again. So, but yeah, as far as AD, yeah, I mean he could definitely be the face of the Lakers for sure. You know, just start winning, stay healthy. And get some young pieces around him. You know, he's not that young either, so you know, definitely need some young players.
Yeah,
do you guys know what happened with Porzingis? Is he injured and he's out next season, or he's still going to play?
That's unknown because the injury is so rare, but he was able to play in the final game, so it looks like he might be able to rehab it and get back. And they're talking about them being the top guys in the East again. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're back at it again. Who knows if it's going to be finals again, back-to-back finals trips and back-to-back championships, but they're definitely going to be competitive next year. They're probably going to have the same team.
Yeah, same thing. That's what I heard as well. I mean, I saw the like a little clip of like what happened to his ankle area or foot area. Yeah, it's such a weird way to like pop it, and you could still like walk and move. It's just, you know, these guys they make sharp cuts, quick sprints. He needs for it to fully recover. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
He had a good finals, like he was making blocks, making shots.
I mean, he was off for a couple months before the finals, and he came back like it was nothing. It was just like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to just go back at it again. Man, that game one, he just dominated the Mavs by himself.
Yeah.
Defensively and offensively, it was just like, wow.
All right, let's move on to some Dodger baseball. Break it down for us, Brian. What's happening with the Dodgers?
So the Dodgers are playing the Angels tonight. I was about to check the score.
Oh, the Angels?
They're playing the Angels, the Freeway Series.
Freeway Series.
The Freeway Series are going. The Angels are coming up the 5 North to Chavez Ravine, and I was about to check out the score, but I was watching. Surprisingly, I was watching the NHL, the Stanley Cup, Finals. And there will be a Game 7.
Oh man, that's awesome!
Game 7 on Monday. And like I told the commission last podcast, I'm like, the NHL is a little bit tribal. Has like a certain following, and it's not really that big in North America as it is in Canada or even Russia. There are a lot of great hockey players out of Russia, but man, this Florida Panthers were up 3-0, and the Oilers forced the Game 7 tonight. That's just unreal. That's unreal. But
you know what?
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say, you know what? That's just great for sports because you know what?
Yes.
We're a little dry right now. We're a little dry. We're brewing for some football, you know, which is only like a month and a half or something like that, you know. So So we this Game 7. I don't even watch hockey, but I'm gonna watch it because it's a Game 7. You know?
I had to check it out to see if the Panthers are gonna put it away, but no, the Oilers. I mean, they took it 5-1.
They're on a roll.
7. It was pretty good, pretty exciting hockey game. I mean, like I said, granted, I don't watch a lot of hockey, but I might start tuning into it a little bit more. I mean, it's really, these Stanley Cup playoffs have been really good. I've been keeping an eye here and there, but nothing major. I'm more into, like I said, the NBA. I was more into the NBA playoffs and finals and regular season baseball. It's kind of like, well, the Dodgers are doing good. I mean, they took 2 out of 3? No, 2 out of 3 against the Rockies? Or did they play a 4-game set? I know they won the series against the Rockies.
Yeah.
One of those games, the Rockies walked it off in the 10th. But, they came back. They're playing the Angels. Shohei's playing against his former team for the first time. Besides I don't think he really played that much in the spring training. So, but the Dodgers are still rolling, and the Angels are not good. I mean, even when they had Shohei, they were not good. So there's nothing new there. But
womp, womp, womp.
I looked into the tickets for tonight. I was thinking, I might go with Hyman, but man, those tickets are expensive for a Dodgers and it's just regular season. It's like
at Dodger Stadium.
Dodger Stadium, they're charging you like a playoff game. It's just like, no way.
Yeah. It's hard to think that. I guess you're right. It's a freeway series, but like it's not as intense as say like when the Giants are home.
Exactly. That's a real rivalry right there. Yeah.
Or even San Diego, like
or even San Diego. Exactly.
That has gotten bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Brian, I know we were texting about that Dodger comeback win against the Rockies the other day.
Right.
Man, what a game, right? I mean,
came down to a check swing, and then I mean he didn't go. And pitch right after that, it was the go ahead home run to put him up. That was crazy.
And I wish, we've all been to that stadium. I wish I would have been there just like to feed off that energy, because it's a great stadium. It's a good venue,
It's a beautiful stadium.
Yeah.
We said before, Denver, you're beautiful.
So, but
we had a lot of Coors at that stadium.
Yeah. If I'm gonna do the Coors, I gotta do the Coors banquet. I can't do the light, man, for some reason. Yeah,
I don't know what we had. It was some sort of Coors, some sort of deal.
Well, they have the lowest
Coors
price.
Stadium for those who. Yeah. For those who don't know, Coors Stadium apparently like an hour or two before the game will sell like $2 beers or something like this.
Yeah,
an hour before the game, you could go up there and just drink $2 beers. And a lot of $2 beers were had.
We had a lot of $2 beers that we lost count, and we lost Walter for a minute there. But he was on a mission of his own as a singer. So good on him. Getting to know the local female populace, it was great.
Yeah, man, good times. But
that was great. Looking forward to Arlington.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We got the Rangers this year. Yeah, Texas Rangers.
Hey, I was gonna.
That's right.
I was just gonna briefly. Did you guys think the NBA the finals were just a dud? Like, did you find it any type of like excitement, or you're like, oh man, no.
Well, I let me go first for a second. Like, I thought it was a dud in the sense that there was no real competition. I wasn't expecting for the Mavericks to just get steamrolled the way they did.
Exactly.
So that was kind of disappointment. So you didn't really have that kind of tension where like a back and forth that made it exciting to come down to a game 7. It was just like they just got their ass handed to them. So that in that sense, I thought it was kind of disappointing. But I felt like the Celtics kind of had a lot of shine to them. Like they got a lot of stars that popped up, and you got to see them play at their best. And I kind of wish the Mavericks would have done the same. But I did like that playoffs series with the Timberwolves and the Mavericks. I thought that was pretty good. And I wish this finals would have been like that. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of people were saying that if it was like Denver, Boston, it would have been a way better finals. But I mean, you can't choose your opponent, so you got to win to get in. And the Mavericks got hot, and they pretty much took care of who was in front of them. The Celtics obviously had an easier path. Like I said before, you can't choose your opponent. They beat who they had to be, and they got in the finals. And the Mavericks were right there, and Luka wasn't 100%. Kyrie was obviously not himself throughout he was very good in the games prior to the finals again before they played the Celtics. But when he was in Boston, he was just like missing everything, shooting off the side of the backboard. It was pretty bad. And that's what, like I said, I don't think Kyrie's going to be there next year. I think Luka's pretty frustrated as it is. I mean, he carried the team. They got them that one win was all Luka.
Yeah.
I mean, at one point, the series should have been 2-2 going back to Boston. They couldn't say enough, but just Luka couldn't do it all by himself. It got to the point where it's like he needed help.
Yeah, same here. I think it's been decided that this NBA Finals was whack. I was really hoping for a Game 7 somehow. I was like, come on, Mavericks, like
At least a
down,
Game 6, yeah.
like down, 3-0. I'm like, they're gonna come back. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
But nah, man, that one game they won, Boston was just like, you know what, you can have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was part of it too. That the games weren't even close; they were blowouts.
They were blowouts. Yeah, even that
man.
one win that the Mavericks got was a blowout. It was like a 30-point game. So yeah.
Yeah, and the last game they played, I was watching it. I was on a flight for work, and I was like, I was excited. I was like, you know what, this is, they're, but you know what, the Mavericks I didn't see a sense of urgency at all. And once they started going down like by 15, 20, I was like, you know what, this ain't it, Chief. This is it. They're cooked.
You know what I'm happy for though, for sure, is Joe Mazzulla, the coach for the Celtics. I mean, he just pretty much got like, here's the job, here's the keys to the Garden, like to take over, because of the prior coach was obviously doing a little bit more in personnel, checking files, young lady checking files. He was checking her files.
Working late, Brian.
Yeah. So he got fired for that, and then Joe Mazzulla took over, and good on him. Joe Mazzulla, he deserves it. Young guy too. They were ready to run him out last year. He came back, and look at him now. I mean, he looks like a genius now. He looks like they're treating him like Red Auerbach out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's funny. It's like it's definitely a what have you done for me lately league in any professional league you play in, and he's a champion. You got to give him credit. He's a champion. And what I like about him is he was in an interview when the finals started, and there was some knucklehead media person saying, "Oh, so we have two black coaches in the finals," and he was all class. He's like, "Well, I'm a Christian," and like saying like he kind of deflected is like, "Why do you have to make it about race?" You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, he deflected it perfectly. He's like, "Okay, yeah, he's a black man, but he's a Christian. Like, what does that have to be like?" Come on now, this is the WNBA. Come on, let's stop.
Yeah, that was weird. I saw that interview you're talking about, Brian, and that the reporter just brings that up. He's like, "Well, how do you feel about two black coaches in the finals?" And he's like, why are you bringing that up? Kind of like,
right. That's like deflected. He's like,
yeah.
Well,
he's like, I'd rather know that he's like, is he a Christian? Or are there two Christians going against each other? Like, it's just weird.
That's where we're at.
Yeah.
That's as not even as a country, as a society. Like I see it as just like it's really bad.
He seemed he's a classy guy. It seems like
very classy, and he gained my respect for that. And plus, like I said, I mean, besides that by him deflecting that stupid question, he's a heck of a coach. For him to just like here, take over. Lastly, I mean, he's pretty much like the fall guy, left holding the bag, and man, I mean, he took care of business. He got them in position to win the finals. Plain simple.
What do you think of him as a coach, DG?
No, I mean, he did what had to be done. He seems like a no nonsense type of guy.
Yeah, very serious, right?
Yeah, takes his job seriously, as he should. You're a coach. These young these players, and I get it. Like they're superstars. They probably make twice as much as he does, but you got to respect coach. And unless he's a total ass or something, But
right.
He it looked like he's just doing his job, and he's good at it. So I mean, yeah, like definitely kudos to him. He got it done. That's all that matters.
Got the job done.
I just got a quick question, DG. Is that a Seattle SuperSox jersey?
Yes, sir.
I knew it. Oh, that's clean.
I thought it was some sort of like different color Laker shirt or Laker jersey or something.
Oh yeah, it's the alternative weed Jamaican color, man.
The Jamaican Lakers shirt?
Yeah. I don't know, dude. They're gonna.
It is
Bob
LA.
Marley.
That's
It
it.
is
We're gonna
LA.
get canceled. We're getting canceled.
It
The
is
Bob
LA.
Marley Lakers shirt or something.
Hey, but that's a sweet jersey. That Seattle SuperSonics. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
big.
it's
Yeah.
Sean Kemp.
Vintage.
Yeah,
The Rain Man. Yeah.
the Rain Man. Yeah,
Oh.
I remember watching him growing up. You know, teenager, like he was just dunking on dude, like nasty,
Dude, man. Yeah.
with like no regard for life. You know, he was just
That was the alley oop. You would go to the park and you would try to do. I mean, not dunk it, but go. You throw the ball to somebody like alley oop, and it was Sean Kemp. Yeah.
So intimidating, so athletic. Yeah.
Yeah,
Big man too. Big guy. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, he played at the same time as Gary Payton.
Yes.
Yeah,
They were together. Okay.
Yeah. They were together. Yeah.
All right.
I'll always remember him and Kemp and Payne and Malone and Stockton.
Yes.
Like those were.
They clashed in the Western Conference Finals.
Oh
every year. They
yeah,
clashed.
bro.
And that's what they will take them out, and the Jazz will play the Bulls, and the Bulls take out the Jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I liked Karl Malone and Stockton a little bit more.
I did too. Yeah. I was a big Karl Malone fan.
Yeah. The mailman. The mailman.
Yeah. No wonder I was a fan of his.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
It all makes sense. And John Stockton too. He was a unique guy. I heard stories about him like showing up to games in like a minivan and stuff. All the other players had like their fancy cars, and he would just show up in the family van. You know.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's nuts.
And I saw he was like a nasty dude. Like people like would see this guy and like not be intimidated, but he would like play hard and like play like dirty, you know, like.
He was kind of like Pistol Pete after Pistol Pete.
He was like the second version, the second coming of Pistol Pete.
Yeah.
The Jazz. Too bad they can never win it. They can never get.
Yeah, like I said before, I was hoping they at least win one, but Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, Tony Kukoc, Luke Longley,
done.
All those guys
were
dominant. Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't beat that team. It was just...
They were the team of the 90s.
Yeah.
They were definitely the team of the 90s, the Bulls.
Yeah. That was a good one. All right, what else you got, fellas?
Go ahead, DG.
All right, just a quick thing right here. Today was the Celtics parade, their celebration for the NBA. Yeah, and I saw this thing that this young kid. It said he's 16 years old. He had a sign, you know, and he said, I'm 16 years old and I've witnessed 11 parades because Boston just wins so much.
Wow.
And it got me thinking. I was like, man, we haven't had a damn parade in LA like forever.
It's been a minute.
Okay.
You know?
I'm trying to figure out.
Been a minute.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out, like, he's 16. He's talking about the Patriots. For most of those, and the Red Sox.
Yeah.
And the Red Sox when they took us out. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the bubble. We got the bubble and the Dodgers and the Lakers, but there was no parade after that because of COVID.
And we got the Rams too, but the Rams was like we were still kind of like in pandemic mode in a way. 22, so people were really like not on about. Yeah. Like I think the Rams are still trying to get like their footing back in LA.
Yes.
That's the thing. So I mean, the Rams had a parade, but it wasn't like the size of a Laker parade or a Dodger parade, granted. So
right.
Yeah. And my question to you, gentlemen, is: did you guys ever go to a Laker parade?
No, I never would go down there.
I would have loved to.
No. It's just not in my personality to go down and see a parade about. You know what I mean? Like they won, I get it. I'll turn on the TV and look at the ceremony. I'm gonna go out there
because the Rams won, and I'm old enough to go now. Because when the Lakers won, I was still in high school. I was in high school. 2001, 2001, 2002. Yeah, I was in high school still. But yeah, the Rams won, and I didn't even go. I was just kind of like, okay, cool, they won. You know, I was happy.
Yeah. I try to avoid crowds in LA, bro. It's hot.
Same here. And now more than
the
ever,
traffic's
I try to avoid
crazy.
LA. Yeah.
The traffic's crazy. People get stabby. You know.
Like I said, Commish, I try to avoid anything in LA now. I just go to LA for work, and that's it. I work in the city, so I know. Yeah.
Wow.
It's bad.
Did you ever go, DG?
Yeah, so I went. I think the when they had the three-peat. You know, yeah. I had a little bit of money. I took I took the day off work. You know, and me and a buddy of mine, we just went, and man, it was fun. You know, but
cool.
okay, but granted, I was like 20, 21. You know, now I'm like you guys. Do I need to drive to LA?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be hot? What time are we coming back? Like, you know, all these, you know,
I have water bottles.
Yeah. No, I'm like, nah. You know what? I'm good. I'll just watch it on TV. So
what's the bathroom situation down at the parade? I don't get.
Are we paying for parking?
Yeah, that's the big one right there. Yeah, because if you park in downtown LA, you're screwed, man.
Oh man, at least like $40?
Oh, they're gonna jack up the price.
Yeah.
Like $100. I'm sure I wouldn't be surprised for a Laker parade. They're gonna it's gonna be primo money. I mean, look at Dodgers. Dodgers like $40 to park general now. It's crazy.
Oh man,
really?
Yeah.
But you know, they have tried, and I think they're building like a little thing that
gondola.
Yes,
gondola.
Yeah. And I know they have the bus system that takes you up there for free.
Oh man, but that bus system is harsh though, man.
Yeah,
you gotta go to Union Station.
No. I'm talking about getting out of Dodger Stadium to get on a bus. You're gonna be waiting there for a while.
Yeah,
that line gets long.
Yeah.
Because people caught on, they're like, well, yeah, I mean, you get a free bus ride to the game, but going back and you stay for the whole game. Like me and Jaime, the last time I went, me and Jaime stayed for the whole game, and man, that line was long, and we were there for a while just to get on the bus, and they pack you in there like they want to get you. You're packed in there like sardines, literally.
Wow.
Wait, they don't follow COVID restrictions?
Dude, I think all those people just want to go home. They're like, man, we want to go home.
Dude, everybody just wants to go home at that point.
It's like 10 o'clock at night. It's like, I want to go home. I got to work next day.
Yeah.
You know, I've parked it on the street and just hiked it in, but
that's another way to do it. Yeah.
It's a walk. Yeah.
It's a walk. Yeah, that's another way to do it. Or get dropped off at the bottom of the hill. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's what I just wanted to know if you guys had experienced a championship parade or whatnot.
No, do they do like autographs when you're at the parade? That would be cool if you could get an autograph or something. No photo ops.
No, they're just.
Yeah, go ahead, DJ. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say they're just on a bus, kind of parading through the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think nowadays, like especially like after what happened at the Kansas City Chiefs parade, I don't think you could get any. You can't even get close to the players anymore. I think there's such a high level of security, like because people ruin it for everybody. There's certain people who are gonna ruin it for everybody.
That's true.
And we have a homeless problem here in LA, and we turn a blind eye to it. And every day you hear something happen with the homeless people. So if they have a parade, they're gonna clear out the homeless, but they're still gonna. Act like there's homeless people around. They're gonna treat you like the homeless people. You can't get close to LeBron. Forget about it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Forget about it.
You wouldn't even be able to smell the same air he's breathing.
No.
How far away are you gonna be?
You know what? What time I went to a Steve Sachs autograph signing,
that's cool.
And it was at a dentist office.
Oh no way!
Oh what? Damn, did you get a free cleaning or something? Like, how did that work?
It was like $20. It was like $20 to like have him sign your whatever you wanted, I think. And then I had a baseball, and as I went down there, I forgot where it was. I think it was like some dentist in Puente Hills or something. Okay. And then I go down there, give him my $20, and he signs my baseball.
That's crazy.
Dude, I mean, to get a signature for anything for $20 is actually really good because they'll jack up their price. They're like, you want a jersey? That's $100, you know?
Yeah.
Or like a card will be $20, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, depends on what they signing. They'll charge you more or less.
Interesting. I didn't know that. You guys are teaching me something I never knew.
Oh yeah.
That's interesting.
they have like a pictures you could sign, and then depending on what size the picture too, they'll charge you more or less. Like they'll charge you more money to sign a bat than a baseball and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can get stuff signed at Dodger Stadium anymore because people used to like wait outside the players' parking lot, and every so often you could get one, or during batting practice, I think they would be able to get one. But I don't think you could do that anymore.
Oh, dude, yeah, I never forget. I was at Vince Scully bobblehead night, and this was man. I mean, he passed away last year. Rest in peace, Vin. You're the GOAT. But so I was, I had a couple pops. Took my cousin down there. And then I was going down, we were sitting in the pavilion. I mean, not the pavilion, the reserve section, the nosebleeds, obviously. And I was going down, and then all of a sudden I see this red Jaguar coming out of the, I guess you can say it was kind of like, I don't know if it was the media's exit. And I knew right away, I could tell from the silhouette, it was Charlie Steiner.
Oh, cool.
And I looked over at the security guard, and I asked him, like, that was Charlie Steiner. And he just gave me a nod, like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, Charlie, we love you. And he just like sticks out his hand out the window, and he gives me like a thumbs up. It was so cool, man. That was my Charlie Steiner moment.
That's like, awesome.
Yeah. Oh, but he was like kind of fast, just like whizzing by. Like, nice Jaguar too. Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. I mean, as a fan, just even the slightest for some
recognition,
recognition, like that's awesome.
I think he recognized the fact that I recognized him. He's like, oh man, like type of thing too, I mean, it's been Scully, and then there's Charlie Steiner, is kind of like was the radio guy.
Yeah.
He's still the radio guy. He's been out for a while. I think he had like a surgery, like a back surgery or something. But
oh wow.
Oh,
yeah. He's been off of the air for a while this year. So, but he's a Hall of Famer too. I mean, he's fantastic. I love me some Charlie Steiner on the radio or when he does the TV broadcast. Yeah, but Joe Davis is no slouch though. I'm a big fan of Joe. It was the Dodgers just Vince Scully, and then they got Joe Davis. And it's like they're pretty even level. I like Joe, and Joe's young too.
He's a radio guy.
He's the main guy for the Sportsnet LA. He does Fox Sports, so he usually does like the Saturday games for MLB. And then he'll do the football games with Greg Olson.
Right.
So I think his partner is going to be this year is going to be Tom Brady, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
It's going to be Joe Davis and Tom
for
Brady.
Fox?
For Fox.
Tom Brady's going to be on Fox?
Tom Brady's going to be on Fox. Wow. Yes.
Yeah.
And then it was funny because I caught a little bit of the US UFL. You know how they merged the USA, whatever. Yeah, I can't even XFL, USAA. I'm talking about the insurance, the bank. Anyways, but they merged the two football leagues. That's why they couldn't even take it serious. It's like like people were gonna confuse it for a bank. Anyways, they merged the two leagues. They made it UFL, and I was just flipping around. Like I said, I hate watching commercials. I think I was watching the Dodger game, or I was watching some game or Law and Order or something. I was flipping around, and then I was like, oh, I'll check out the UFL for a little bit. And it was Tom Brady, and he did kind of like a little mini debut. And he was pretty good. He was pretty good because he's going to be the analyst. He's going to be the main analyst. So his first game is going to be Cleveland, Dallas. His first actual NFL game and to debut as the analyst. Yeah.
I wonder if he brings the same energy like to the game. You know how he would prepare for like all the football games, meticulously prepare for everything. I wonder if he does that.
From what I noticed, he was very insightful. I liked it. I liked it. Yeah, and I'm not a big Brady homer because I never liked the guy. I grew up a Raider fan.
Yeah.
So when I'll never forget that Tuck Rule game.
What?
And it was in the NFL. They bailed them out because they didn't want the Raiders to win.
Yeah.
They didn't want everybody in LA coming out here and hitting the streets and we beat them and we're going to the Super Bowl, but nah, dude, we got robbed. And ever since then, I've never been a Brady fan, but I like him as an analyst. He's been pretty good because he has come on Colin Cowherd and he's been really insightful.
Yeah, I've always been a Brady mark. He's I don't know. His story is always. I've always admired his story where he was never.
Cool, yeah. I respect him for that. Yes.
Yeah, he was never picked. They never looked at him and said, "That's the guy."
Right.
He was, picked 199, and he was always the second string guy.
Yeah.
Even when he like proved himself and he was winning, they would pick the guy who would like fit the eye test, and they would put him first. And then like there was even a point when he was at Michigan where they came up with some crazy plan where you would have him play one half and the other guy play the other half.
Right.
And it was just because they didn't believe in him.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he just went on to be the GOAT.
I mean, even with the Patriots, even with when I just forgot his name,
Bledsoe.
When Drew Bledsoe was ready to come back, even Belichick thought about it. Like, it kind of crossed his mind. And I think Robert Kraft was kind of like, hey, well, Bledsoe's back, put Bledsoe back in. But I think Belichick kind of thought about it, and he stuck with his guns. He stuck with Brady, which is kind of interesting because people say that they had a falling out, and there was a whole, Belichick always getting in Brady's face about, I could go get a Foxborough High quarterback, Johnny Foxborough, and he can run this offense better than you and stuff like that. It was kind of like a Shannon Sharp. It was kind of like a Shannon Sharp. He's on Undisputed. I love this guy too.
Stephen A.
No. He's on Undisputed. It's
Max. No, not Max Kellerman.
No. Oh my God.
The loud white guy, right?
Yes.
What is his name?
Oh my God.
Man, I can't remember his name either. But I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Skip Bayless.
Skip Bayless. Oh, I love Skip Bayless. But yeah, it was like they would have like those heated conversations, kind of like when Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp got into it because dude, Skip Bayless totally told Shannon Sharp like, "Oh, he's the best. He's better than you." Like totally, and it's just like, it's like, dude, like we get it. Brady's the GOAT, but it's like, dude, Shannon Sharp is still a Hall of Famer. Like he can still hold his own balls. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. It's like,
and he's got that.
It's kind of messed up how he like threw that jab at him, and he like threw it like he was like nonchalant about it too. So that's what happened with Belichick and Brady too, where it's like, well, Brady got tired of it. He's like, you know what, I'm out. Like, do what you want. And dude, he went to Tampa Bay and he still won without Belichick. So that was like still the conversation till this day, where it's like, well, is Belichick still a great coach?
And Belichick didn't win. He
didn't win after, yeah.
He didn't win. I mean, he has a hot, like, young girlfriend. So dude,
I wasn't even thinking about that until you brought it up. That's right, dude. She's 25, isn't she?
Something like that.
Oh my gosh.
That's
something like that,
there, dude. Like, in my opinion, I'm sorry. Like, I have a daughter, but it's like, dude, for him to get a hot chick like that, like this old guy, he's an old dude. Come on, he's a GOAT.
72 or something.
Yeah, he's got to be like hitting close to 80. If I'm not surprised, I mean, he's an old man. Come on, money's got to be an influence. Come on.
Of course.
Let's be serious. I mean, I'm a 37-year-old stallion myself, and I can't even get a 25-year-old even look at me. So come on.
Well, maybe she just likes really good football defense.
Never know.
I'll show her some football defense. Call me the GOAT.
Hey, Kamish, to go back to your question, or just what you guys are talking about Brady. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. I mean, he has so much knowledge and experience.
Much knowledge.
It's like I really enjoyed watching Tony Romo because you could see the plays before it happens. Yeah, and it's like. It's because, they've been there, they've done that, they're just that experienced. So, and come on. Imagine having Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant as a broadcaster. Like, that would have been awesome, dude. So I mean, look at the NBA today or tonight or whatever it's called on TNT, it's not going to happen anymore, but having Shaq, having Barkley, and all these other
on there, yeah,
man, it was entertaining. I really enjoyed listening to what they said, because they played multiple seasons, so they know what it's about. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Brady's commentary. Hopefully it doesn't disappoint.
Yeah. So he's gonna do all the games for a specific team, or just like all the Fox Sunday games?
He's gonna be doing the prime time, like the big game for Fox, the game of the week. Yeah, America's Game of the Week is going to be Brady instead of Olsen. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Greg Olsen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Greg Olsen's not coming back?
No. I think they're shifting partners. Who is it? It's Olsen and I forget he's fantastic too. The gentleman who does he's the play-by-play guy, Kevin Burkhardt.
Burkhardt.
So I think it's gonna be Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady, and then they're gonna put Greg Olsen with our friend Joe Davis, which is also great. So the Fox just good broadcasting teams. I love it. As a broadcasting nerd myself, like I'm nerdy like that. Like I said, when I saw Travis Steiner, I was like, that got me like pumped up. And I would be more excited at having like a Fred Rogan or somebody like that from that Joe Davis, like a glossy, like a signed picture of them. I would get more excited about them than a player. I don't know. I'm just a nerd like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Huge fan of Rogan. Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to be on NBC. I don't think he's on there anymore.
Oh, he retired.
Okay.
But he's still on AM 570 LA Sports.
Yeah,
he still does it. Right. Rogan and Rodney, and every now and then he's with Jonas Knox and that stuff. It's hilarious. Him and Jonas. Dude, they're too funny. Yeah.
You got anything else, Brian?
Yeah, just been listening to a lot of The Godfather, Kevin Samuels here on the great YouTube. If I would have listened to that man 20 years ago, I wouldn't be in the place I'm in. So who knows? I probably would never met you guys. I'm just kidding. Relationship wise, I would have ran the other way. Granted, yeah, my ex-partner, she's a heck of a lady. She's a heck of a mom. But at the end of the day, that's what she became. She became a mom. And this guy talks about how, you got to find like the perfect wife. And he's got a lot of good knowledge. I mean, sadly, he passed away in 2022. Yeah. But
he's hilarious.
His videos are still on YouTube, and he's just fantastic. And I mean, I'm listening to more of him now than sports talk, but I still get my sports talk fix in there. But I want to give it to, if you're listening to this video long enough, young man, this is for you. If she's got a PhD, run. She's got tattoos.
Right.
She's not your wife. And if she's got kids, well, I mean, I'm a dad too, so I get it. Yeah, that's an extra added responsibility. That's extra cheese right there. You don't want that extra cheese, son. But I'm not here to be Rydell. That's what they call us, villains.
I like that. That's awesome, Brian.
What do you got for us, DJ?
No. I was just gonna follow up, Brian. I mean, there's always like these gentlemen who have these type of shows, But do you guys remember Tom Likas?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Last Fridays.
Dude, he was like I want to say our maybe
yes, he was.
generation.
He was our generation. Yes.
He was the original. I don't think there was anybody before him.
No, he's
right?
The guy on Sirius, curly hair.
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern, wasn't he kind of pushing the envelope too in that type of sense?
But he's the first one who would talk about women. That's like I remember. Like he would talk about
the one you remember. Okay.
Yeah. Howard Stern just would talk about a lot of different stuff. Maybe he'd have like porno stars on, but Tom Likas would talk about
and Tom Likas was definitely like like looking after the young men like us.
Yeah.
Like the young men were like. Guys will call in and he'll be like, "Oh, do you have a girlfriend?" And the guy will be like, "Yes." The caller will be, "Yes, I do." And he's like, "Let's get her on the phone and break up with her right now." Like that was bold. Yeah. That was bold, and it was just like these guys will be like hesitant. They'll be like, "No, I'm in love with her," and then
rip them.
He pretty much rip them in half and rip them in straight. Most of the guys would be like, now they're like, "Dang, Tom was right. I should have right." Yeah.
And I remember he used to, like, when the callers would end, they'd go, "All right, blow me up, Tom," and they would he had different ways.
Put me out Kobe style.
Kobe style.
I was gonna say there was one that was Kobe.
Yeah.
I don't remember what that was though. It was like because he had been accused of rape, right?
The squeaking bed, like in
right.
GTA, like the video game. It's like when you pick up a prostitute and you take her in the car. And then it was like Kobe in the background, like apologizing to Vanessa because of what happened
Oh, that's right.
in Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was during that time period.
It was during that time period.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is like the turn of the century. Yeah.
All right, blow me up, Tom. Take me out Kobe style.
Hey, I think there was even one. I might be wrong, and I'm pretty sure I'll get canceled. But they would say, "Take me out African tribe style." I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they didn't go like, "Oh, Boombaye."
Oh God. You can't do that stuff on the radio.
You can't do that anymore.
Can't do that anymore. It was a different time. It was a different time.
Like I mean, I'm like I said, I'm only 37, and I'm worried. I'm back in the
Gen Z,
and it's just a different world now. It's crazy.
Gen Z, you don't understand. It was a different time.
Yeah. You two, forgive us.
And you know what? I remember what he would also like if you were a caller, you could win one of his bank receipts or something like that. Like you know how when you go to the ATM and you get like a little bank and it says how much money you got.
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
All right, one of my callers could win this, and then it'll have like $1 million, whatever he had in his bank account. And he goes, and then show it to women, and then like you can get women that way.
Classic.
And the funniest part is the guy was married multiple times too. So he was married multiple times. Yeah.
You would think he would follow his own advice at some point, right?
He would. Yeah, it's like, come on, dude. Yeah. At some point, somebody snatched him up. He loved Hispanic women too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he loved Hispanic women. He was
okay.
Time. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
He had a thing for Hispanic girls.
Yeah. I just wanted to bring that tidbit because I remembered him, and I would listen to him like religiously throughout college. I should have listened. I should have taken his advice.
Taken his advice too.
Yeah.
Hey, but we're living. You know what? But that's the other thing, Kamish. DG.
Yes, sir.
You don't know that you've done a mistake or you effed up until you actually do it yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like a complicated math problem where it's like, man, like you're trying to find a solution and you F up so many times until you actually get the solution. I mean,
well Tom Likas was divorced 7 times.
Say again?
Tom Likas was divorced 7 times.
See, I told you, 7 times. 7th habit right
what
there.
A loser.
Yeah.
Dude, he was married, if I remember correctly, he was married to one of the reporters that was on Fox 11 News.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Ooh. She was pretty hot. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, Basil's got Lauren Sanchez. She was the anchor on Fox.
Oh, yeah.
Man, she still looks good, but back in the day, man.
Back in the day.
Man,
in the early 2000s.
Back in the early 2000s, yeah.
Lauren Sanchez, man.
It was Lauren Sanchez and Maria Cuban, and Maria Cuban is still around. She's on Fox now.
I think that's who she married. I think that's who he married.
He married Lauren Sanchez, yeah. Oh, no,
I think Tom Likas married Maria
Cuban?
I think so.
No, really? It's Cristina Gonzalez.
Oh, Cristina Gonzalez, that's what it is.
Yeah. So you were right, Brian. Yeah. And I'm surprised she married him because I don't know. He upgraded for sure.
Hey, must be the money.
There you go.
Alrighty.
I had one more thing that just real quickly. So now with Ryan Garcia, being found guilty of using steroids, records were changed and whatnot. Should he be allowed back to fight again, or should he just be banned? What do you guys think?
I think they probably should. They should. Usually, they give you a suspension, however long suspension he serves, and then they'll let him back in. He says that it was like a tainted supplement, which could be true. I don't know. As crazy as he is, I do like Ryan Garcia and his antics. I think he's good for boxing. He's bringing eyeballs back to that sport.
Right.
So I don't think they should ban him. I think it would be bad for boxing if they ban him because he's bringing eyeballs. He's making it exciting. Even with he's like the Kanye. I heard this somewhere. He's the Kanye West of boxing.
That's funny. That's funny. because of his antics, right?
Yeah.
What do you think, Brian?
Yeah, I mean, like the commissioner said, I mean, boxing it doesn't have like those glory days anymore, obviously, and people have lost interest. I mean, now we're watching Jake Paul fight Mike Tyson, and
Right.
Yeah.
it's like there's like an age difference, and people are like kind of taking it as a joke. So it's like you have like real people who are professionals, and you're gonna ban them over something that God knows what the boxing world has gotten away with years prior. So they're no angels. So yeah, let them box. That's why I
Yeah.
see it.
And I would like to see that rematch. If he gets gets the testing, gets some drug testing, and he does a rematch and he still beats him, then you know what I mean. You don't really got no excuses.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I think the 1 year suspension is definitely justifiable, and
Yeah.
definitely like hey,
Yeah, you gotta follow the rules for sure. Yeah.
you know, like if they want to fight again, go for it. You know, let's see who definitely is the better fighter. But I in the on my other hand, I'm like, you know what, homeboy cheated. That's not cool.
Right.
You know,
Cool,
because
yeah.
if you guys remember Margarito, who was putting
yeah.
clay in his bandages, and like he
Yeah.
was just like trying to murder dudes out in the ring. You know, like
yeah. That's way worse though. That's like almost manslaughter if you like you could really hurt someone really bad. Like
Yeah.
that's almost attempted murder on that.
And that goes back
Yeah.
to my example. It's like I'm pretty sure back in the day, like before we were in a thought, there was stuff going on like that in boxing. So
yeah.
you just never know. I mean, some people just don't get caught.
Yeah, totally true. I mean, even Canelo's gotten like accusations of
Yeah.
the meat he was eating. Yeah, so
He said it was the Mexican meat.
yeah.
That's why the Mexican boxing is so good.
So I mean,
Protein.
yeah, but yeah, no, I feel like you know, boxing has definitely, you know, it's been in a downward slump.
Yeah, it's been a decline. Yeah.
Yeah, so if dude could be clean and yeah, do it.
So, and I like him fighting with Oscar too. That's pretty entertaining.
Dude, they're both like nuts, bro. They're like meant for each other, dude.
Yeah,
That's funny. That's
two
funny.
mental patients in there. Yeah. All right, let's wrap this one up and put a bow on it. Any final words, Big Boss Mailman?
Just like I said, I mean, these young men, they got to get off their phones. I mean, obviously, yeah, watch us, listen to us, because we've lived life. I mean, we're living it right now. But, yeah, these young guys, they got to get off their phones, and they got to take advice from the men who have, like, already seen, like, what life gives you. I mean, like I said, I'm 37. You guys are a little bit above me, and you guys know. I mean, it's not easy out here.
It ain't easy in these streets.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
Exactly, yeah.
Or sleazy, I guess.
Yeah.
Hit us with your parting thoughts, DG.
My hot take is the Panthers are going to win it on Monday.
Ooh, there you go.
I say, you know, they're just gonna, they've hit a wall, obviously, you know, but but I see them winning.
And they were the favorites too, yeah.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
They were the favorites. Yeah.
So, and other than that, just hoping the Dodgers sweep the series, and shouldn't be too hard. But hey, it's sports; anything could happen, I guess. But yeah, that's all I have.
Nice. All right, and I think Caitlin Clark is getting like the most votes for the All-Star game, so she's got to be the best player, right, of all time.
Clearly, duh.
Clearly,
it's a TV show at this point.
Yeah, reality TV.
It's a TV show.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. If you made it this far, make sure to subscribe. Let's get the subscribers for when we go to the draft in Dallas. We'll start live streaming from there.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh man,
yeah, that'll be fun.
Hold on to your butts, boys.
Oh yeah.
All right. To finish it off, Brian, give us the line. We need that line.
I'm not here to be your idol, but that's why they call us villains.
Till next time.